These funk tracks are getting millions of views, yet you wonder why yours aren't getting any. You downloaded the same DAW, the same plugins, and yet still missed the sound completely. But don't worry about it, because I've been in your shoes before. So in this video, I'll show you how to make viral funk, or funk, is made. No theory fluff, just what actually works. I'm DOGEDA, funk producer with millions of streams across platforms, so grab your computer, open your DAW, and let's get started.
Yes, sir.
Viral funk has been going through many styles, but one of these styles is called Hardstyle or Jumpstyle funk. Think of songs like No Bachido or Matagam Supersonic. So first you want to set the tempo to 130. Now before you go out finding sounds, it's better to first find a good acapella. The reason is it's easier to start a song knowing what the vocals will sound like rather than make a melody first to then try to fit a vocal. You can find acapellas browsing the internet or going to Splice. In my case, I'm going to be using my own acapella from my Viral Funk production suite. Let's listen to it.
Do batidão, ela soca no talento, cada passo é veneno, cada olhar
It's in the B Phrygian dominant scale, but I'm going to pitch it 2 semitones up.
Do batidão, ela soca no talento, cada.
Now you want to take any synth sound and build a chord progression around that scale. I'm going to be using Serum 2 and selecting a preset in my Funk Serum pack. I like Chucky 01. This is the chord progression I came up with. Now you want to find this plucky bass sound and put down a bass line. Then you want to find a lead that sounds like this, and then put a melody down. A tip to crafting melodies, you want it to have this sort of call and response. So like the first part of the melody you hear, this is the call. The next part is the response. Then you hear the call again with a slight variation, then a new response. Another tip if you want to make your lead stand out in the mix is duplicating the lead, pitching it an octave down, and adjusting the wavetable, or in my case, add some unison to make the sound slightly different. Makes the lead sound more interesting together. Now find an 808 sample, put a bit of saturation, and put down an 808 bass line. And make sure to add some slides across the bass line. Find a thumpy kick, add some EQ and increase the highs, and put down a simple 4x4 beat. Now find a hardstyle kick. I'm going to be using the Black Matter sample, and then layer the hardstyle kick along with the thumpy kick. A tip when layering down hardstyle kicks, you want to split it in 2 parts, the punch and the crunch. You keep the punch the same while you pitch the crunch to the bass line. Don't forget to add the sidechain, and make sure it's shaped like a hill. And here's one way to make viral funk like No Bachido. If you want to spend less time browsing through sounds you don't have and have professional ready sounds in your hands, I created this production suite called Viral Phonk. It contains 12 complete sample packs that cover all the sounds you need to make viral funk. It also includes bonuses like my Funk Serum pack and this project file you're seeing right here. So stop wasting time sound designing or browsing through sounds you don't have and start leveling up your song by going to dogedastudio.com. Link in the description. Another way to make viral funk is a style called bounce funk. Think of songs like Dia Delicia or Accelerata. So you want to find a sound that sounds like a short sawtooth wave, like Delicioso. Then you want to put full chords. Hold up. Add some reverb to make the chords sound like you're floating in space. Then disable it and create chords that are playing intervals for the drop part. You can also use the same sound to craft the lead, but it's just better to take a synth like Serum 2, select the sawtooth wave shape, shorten the decay and sustain, and add a bit of filter. Now you have your own bounce funk lead sound. Another thing you can do is take a macro to automate the decay so you can control when it extends decay on long notes. The melody is going to be a bit similar to the hardstyle funk drop, but with a bit of variation. You see these squiggly lines on the MIDI notes? These are MPE parameters, which basically control MIDI parameters on each MIDI note rather than the entire synth. I like to use the LFO to control the pitch bend of the notes to get that vibrato sound. Make sure to add the sub bass. Also, it's important to add this acid bass like a sound. The kick is pretty much the same kick pattern. And a bit of Brazilian ad-libs. And here's another way to make viral funk like Dia Delicia. Another popular style of viral funk is Spacey funk or Spacey funk. Think of songs like Slay, Passo Bem Solto, and Glory. So find a power synth sound like this. First put down one chord progression playing sustain notes. Then for the drop, make it play in octaves and add movement to the chord progression. Then you want to add some moving melody that plays in the background. Now you want to find a bass sound that sounds very aggressive, like this sample, and put down a bass line. Then find another one and stack the layers. Then find another one and stack the layers. Then you want to find a respace. I'm using the presets I've made in Serum 2, and then put it down to layer with the basses. Now you want to find a lead sound that sounds like this. Add some delay and a bit of reverb, and you then make a melody that sounds like this. If you listen carefully, I'm pretty much playing the vocal lines from the main melody. Now for the drums, you want to have a kick that's clicky and one that sort of sounds like a tom. Then you want to make a beat like this. And then have it do this bum 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 bum. Of course, don't forget the ad-libs. Especially this. And here's another way to make viral funk like Slay. If you made it this far in the video, I want to thank you because I want to give y'all a bonus style of funk. Something that was very popular in the 2021's 2022 era. The subgenre called drift funk. Think of songs like Murder in My Mind or Neon Blade. So find a punchy kick, add an EQ and increase the highs to the max and also the volume. Then find this snare and make this typical house beat like this. Notice when you hear the snare hitting along with the kick, it's clipping. That's the sound you want when making drift funk. Now put down that house-like hi-hat pattern, and a fill, and here's the beat. Now you want to find a cowbell sound like this, have one playing sustained notes like this, and another playing the main melody. Find an 808 sound and put a lot of saturation, put down a bass line. Also do the same with the respace. Now I'll take the vocal, chop it up a bit, and add effects like auto shift, hybrid reverb, OTT, autopan, and some glue compression. Also add this Memphis rap acapella, and this scream. And here's drift funk like Neon Blade. And that is how to make viral funk or funk. Again, all the sounds come straight from my production suite, Viral Phonk. It's got all the sounds, vocals, and bonuses like Serum 2 presets in this project file. No need to sound design or browse through thousands of folders to find one sound. Start leveling up your song by going to DOGEDAstudio.com. You can also listen to the full version of this song, Matagan Bachidao, or you watch me show you producers how I make funk like Accelerata here.